Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my work makeup look for today. I wasn't sure if I was going to switch over my makeup to just liner and liquid lipstick, but I think I'm going to change it to some colorful lipsticks, colorful eyeshadow. So I'm going to take this eyeshadow off and change it. So I prime it because I'm going to happy hour with my friends. We just kind of spontaneously planned it. I originally was just going to work, but then I asked them if they were free later, so we're just going to meet up in like an hour and a half. So I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the actually just the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. That's the only primer I used today. Then I went in with the Laura Mercier Candlelight Glow Foundation in the color Shell and the Becca Shimmy Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop because I'm trying to just do lighter coverage rather than using the drops all the time. And also because, again, I'm waiting for them to restock them at Sephora, so I don't really have much of it left, so I can't really use them anyway. So I did that. Then I concealed and highlighted with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Fair and the MAC Pepper Priming Radiant Rose. And then I set my face with the MAC Merlot Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Then I primed my eyes with Smashbox 24-hour base and then went over that with the same MAC powder. And then I went in with the Makeup Geek Beaches and Cream as my transition shade. And then I went in with the Lorac Pro palette again today. I used the shade Mauve in the crease, and I darkened up the crease more with Sable. I'm just reading off the colors from Ulta. And then I went in with Espresso on the outer corners, and then I went in with Gold on the lid, and then I went in with Cream on the crease, which I really like how this look turned out. These shadows are so beautiful and pigmented. Then I went in with the Benefit Roller Lash on the top. Then I concealed and highlighted under my eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and the MAC Prep and Prime. And then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Blending Powder. Then I smudged a little bit of mauve on the lower lash line. And then I went in with the MAC Anastasia Giga Black Lash. And then I highlighted the inner corners with the Nude and Champagne. Then I bronzed up the skin with the Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer Filter today. With the darker shade, I just wanted to use that as bronzer. And then I went in with the MAC blush in the shade Sunbask on the cheeks, and then I highlighted with the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo with the gold shade. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, then I set everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. So I have like crap on my forehead. Then I filled in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Then I primed my lips with the Bite Beauty Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Soar. And then I filled them in with the new Urban Decay Vice Lipstick in the shade Backtalk. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with this color. It's so beautiful. I love this. It's so comfortable, like crazy comfortable. A comfort matte, like I'm kind of obsessed with it. Like I'm really obsessed with this formula. But I can't pick up any more lipsticks, but I love it. And it's such a gorgeous color. So I love it. And that's it. Bye. Okay, so hi, so I just want to tell you about my second makeup look for today because I did say I was going to switch it over and I'm going out to happy hour. So I just want to tell you about my eye makeup. So I went in with a bunch of Makeup Geek shadows like usual. I used Daydreamer on the crease and I darkened it up more with Black Light. And then I used Masquerade and Caitlin Rose on the crease. They didn't really show up too much, but hopefully it just gave like a little bit of definition. So those are three foiled eyeshadows. I've been using a lot of the purple ones lately. And I wore my Doctor Who shirt like that. Sorry, my friend called me. My friend texted me. Yeah, but like, it's the like TARDIS with like lightning bolts. I don't know why is it so dark right now? Why? I don't know. But yeah, I love this shirt. It's like my oldest Doctor Who shirt and I really wanted to wear it today. Then I went in with So Quiche on the lid from ColourPop. I just thought it looked so cool. I do need to wash this. Probably throw it in the wash like after this. But anyway, I love this shade and I don't use it enough, so I wanted to use it today. And then I went in with Vanilla Bean on the brow bone. And then I lined the upper lash line with the Stila Stale Day eyeliner in the shade Black. And then I went in with the same concealer on the bottom. And then I smudged a couple of colors from the Urban Decay Alice palette because I realized that I don't really have like a color like this from Makeup Geek, so I decided to use one of the shades from the Urban Decay palette, and this was kind of like the perfect shade. So I used the color Metamorphosis, and it looked so pretty on the lower lash line. So that was kind of the color that I was like exactly looking for. And then I lined the waterline with the ColourPop gel liner in the shade Piggy Bank. And then I highlighted the inner corners. I originally used another color from the Looking Glass palette, and that color is called Mirror, but it was a little bit dark, so I did lighten it up a little bit more with Makeup Geek's High Wire, which is one of the foiled shadows as well. And then that's it for the eyes. And then for the cheeks, I just went over them with MAC's Well Dressed, and then I highlighted the face with the Anastasia highlighter in the shade Starlight Star. I'm so hungry, so if I sound a bit out of it, I'm sorry. We're supposed to meet up soon, but my friend just texted me like 2 minutes ago saying that she's running late, so I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I'm always the one who's first, always. So, sorry. And then because I didn't eat anything since this morning, which is kind of bad because I do want to drink too, and yeah, it's probably going to be too much. But anyway, then for the lips, I primed them with the Bite Beauty Lip Primer, then I lined them with the ColourPop gel, lip pencil in the shade Lumiere, and then I filled them in with a cooler toned mauve shade because I was going to do like a purpley shade, but I just didn't want to do too much on the face because like when I do like strong like colorful eyeshadow now, I try to keep the face like a little bit more neutral. So I filled them in with the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in the shade Stone. I haven't worn it in a while, and this was basically like the perfect color for this, so I really like how it came out. And yeah, that's pretty much it, so bye! Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I just did something pretty simple. I did go out with my friends today, and my boyfriend met us for dinner. We went to go see Now You See Me Too. We were supposed to shop more before the movie, but my friend got there like a half hour late. She keeps on being really late, and it's kind of annoying, but whatever. My hair's a little bit messy. I'm trying to fix it. There we go. But we were supposed to meet like at 3 o'clock, but she didn't get, we were supposed to meet like before 2:30, and she didn't get there till like almost 3. But she told me that she was there before 3 o'clock, but she couldn't find parking. So I guess she was there earlier than she was supposed to be, but she couldn't find parking, so she couldn't text me until she actually parked. So I was there at 2:20 though, so, but whatever. So I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Stila Wood Step Corrector. I just didn't feel like looking for another primer, so I just went with my go-to. Then I went in with the Josie Marin Argan Oil Fluid Foundation today. It came out really good today, like honestly perfect. So I was really happy with the results of it. It honestly looked great today. So I don't know what I've been doing with my skin or anything, but it just looked really good. And then mix that with the not the Cover FX, with the Becca Sherman Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. Sorry, I've been out for like 8 hours, so I'm pretty tired. Then I concealed and highlighted with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Light Warm and the MAC Prep and Primer Radiant Rose. I've been on such a like concealer rut lately. I've only been like switching back and forth between my Urban Decay and my Maybelline Fit Me. I do use the Stila every once in a while, but sometimes when I'm just in a hurry, I just use my Urban Decay. I'm hoping when the Too Faced Born This Way concealer comes out in stores, which I'm definitely going to pick it up. It doesn't come out in stores for another like 2 weeks though, but I'm waiting for that hopefully I will fall in love with that because so far all I've been hearing is like great reviews about it. Everybody seems to like it even more than the Urban Decay concealer, so and that's my favorite. But I'm sure I'm going to love it too because I love the foundation as well. And then I set everything with the MAC Millie Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Then I primed my eyes with Smashbox 24-Hour Primer and then went over that with the same MAC powder. And then I went in with all Makeup Geek shadows today. I used Cupcake in the crease, and I darkened up the crease more with Petal Pusher. And then I went in with Whimsical on the lid. It kind of transferred, so I probably should have put Fix Plus on it, but honestly I was too lazy. And then I just went in with Vanilla Bean on the brow bone, and that was basically it for the eyes. I did something really simple. Then I lined my eyes with the Stila Day All Day eyeliner in the shade Black, and then went over my lashes with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Then I concealed and highlighted under my eyes with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer and the MAC Prep and Prime, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Then I was going to line the waterline, but then I kind of forgot, and I just really liked how the eyeshadow looked underneath the eye, so I just went in with Cupcake again on the lower lash line. And then I highlighted the inner corners with Makeup Geek Cinderella and Rockstar, or Phantom. Rockstar and Phantom, and those are both like dual chrome and regular shadows. And then I just went in with the MAC Concealer like a black lash on the bottom lashes. Then I bronzed up the skin with the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea. And then I went in with the Becca Luminous Blush in the shade Camellia. I probably should have reapplied more, but honestly, I'm just going to take it off after this because I really want to take it off. I've had it on for like 8 hours. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. And then I set everything with the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filled in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer. And then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Sorry. Then I primed my lips with the Bite Beauty Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Soar. And then I filled them in with the Makeup Monsters Liquid Lipstick in the shade Flutter. This was like flaking a lot when I decided to put a gloss on over it. And then it took me like forever to make it look better again because honestly the gloss wasn't really working. And then once I got the lipstick to not flake anymore, then honestly it didn't really go anywhere after that. But, and also the awesome thing about these lipsticks is that no matter how many layers you put on, it's not really going to feel drying like at all, because I definitely applied a lot because I kept on trying to make the flakes go away. But then I just had to like peel off kind of like the inner rim. And then just reapply it again, and then honestly it finally just like was fine. But I keep on trying to apply the Dior lip gloss over certain lipsticks. And so far, it like hasn't been working with like any of my pale pink lipsticks. I don't know if it's just because of pale pink lipsticks, because I only tried to apply it over Shimmy, not Shimmy, from ColourPop like a couple days ago. And then I tried to apply it over this one, which is Makeup Monsters Flutter. And those are both pale pink lipsticks, so I'll see if they work better on other lipsticks. I'm hoping it's just because of pale pink lipsticks, but honestly, I wanted to top it off with a gloss so that it wasn't working. But yeah, I gotta stop talking because I'm too tired. So yeah, bye. Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. Honestly, I don't really care how it looks right now because I'm so ready to take it off because I did work a double today. It wasn't as bad as the last time I worked a double. I mean, honestly, I wasn't as weeded as I was tonight than I was the last time I worked a double, but I needed to work a double today to make some money, and I didn't even make as much money as I was hoping to. I mean, I still made $100, but I thought I was going to make more than that. I basically made like exactly 100, which kind of sucks, but whatever. So anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Stila One Step Corrector. Then I went in with the YSL Touche Éclat Foundation in the color B10 Beige because I was going to be working outside, so I wanted something that was that had SPF in it. So give me 1 second. Yeah, I don't even know how I made like this little money, but whatever. But anyway, and then I went in with the Becca Shimmy Skin Perfector Liquid in Champagne Pop. Then I concealed and highlighted with the Stila Aqua Glow Serum Concealer and the Black Pepper Primer in Rose. And then I set everything with the MAC Milani Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer and then went over that with the same MAC powder. And then I, of course, went in with Makeup Geek's Peaches and Cream shade today. And then I went in with the Anastasia single eyeshadows today. I used Birkin in the crease, and I darkened up the crease more with Sienna. Then I used Hot Chocolate on the outer corners. And then I used Amber on the lid. And then I used Vanilla Bean by Makeup Geek on the brow bone. Then I went in with the NARS Audacious Mascara on the top lashes. Sorry. And then I went in with the Stila Aqua Glow Serum Concealer in the color Fair. I don't know if I said the color before. Under the eyes and the MAC Pepper Prime. And then I set that with the Laura Mercier Stick Branding Powder. Then I smudged some Sienna on the lower lash line. And then I went in with the ColourPop Gel Liner and Honeydew on the waterline. And then I went in with the MAC Essential Black Lash. And then I highlighted the inner corners with Gleam from Anastasia as well. Those were all my single shadows that I have. Then I bronzed up the skin with the Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer Filter with the darker shade. And then I went in with the NARS blush in the shade Orgasm. And then I highlighted with the Anastasia Glow Kit again in the shade Sun Dipped because I'm kind of obsessed with it. And I went in with the shades Summer and Moonstone. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I set everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filled in my brows with the Chanel brow with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Caramel, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Because again, when I use Anastasia eyeshadows, I like to use her highlighters and her brow pencil. Then for the lips, I primed them with the Bite Beauty Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip Liner in the shade 1C. I was wearing a MAC one earlier. But I was kind of debating if I wanted to change my lipstick for the night shift, but then I just decided to keep this on because it looks so pretty. So I filled them in with the Lime Crime Unicorn lipstick in the shade Eraser. It's just so beautiful. I love it, and I don't care if there's a flake because I am ripping it off now because I've had my makeup on since like 12 p.m. in the afternoon. So yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I am supposed to be going out with my boyfriend, but I haven't heard from him yet, and it's like 3:30 already, and usually we my bra strap was like falling down. But usually we like to go out around this time or a little bit later than this, but he's just been like sleeping later lately, and I wanted to go out like now because we're actually supposed to go like mini golfing today and go out to eat, so I guess we'll see. I'm probably gonna have to wake him up anyway. So anyway, I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Hourglass Ambient, what is it called? The Ambient, it's like a glowing primer or something. It's in the color Moonlight. It's like the new ambient lighting primers. I actually really like them. I know that Kathleen Lights didn't really like them because she felt like it didn't really do anything. But I think it gives you a really nice, like, tinted, blurred cast to your face before you put on your foundation. Like, it really helps, like, blur your redness and stuff like that. I really like it. So I used that. And then I went in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation today in the color Y225. And the Champagne Pop Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid. And then I used the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer in the color Y23 and the MAC Lip and Primer Radiant Rose to conceal and highlight. I just wanted to use the Makeup Forever stuff on my skin today because I haven't used that concealer in a little while. Because I've just been on like a rut again, so I've been trying to like use as many concealers that I have. I've really just been into the Stila, the Maybelline, and the Urban Decay. I'm always using the Urban Decay anyway, but those are really like the only three concealers I've been using. But they're like basically my favorites. Because the Stila one basically is like just as amazing as my Urban Decay. I really do love that one. I was almost going to use it again today, but I was like, I need to use something else. But this one is a good one too. Then I set everything with the MAC Millet Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium, and then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer, and then went over that with the same MAC powder, and then I went in with mostly Makeup Geek shadows and just one ColourPop shadow. So I used Beaches and Cream, of course, as my transition shade, and then I went in with Creme Brulee. And then I went over it a little bit with ColourPop Super Shock Shadow and Waddles. I really like that color, so I just wanted to add a little bit to the crease. And then I darkened up the crease more with Frappe. I almost like forgot to darken up the crease today, and I had already like did my whole eye makeup, and then I decided to throw on Frappe on the crease, so I had to like reline my eyes, and it kind of like lost some of the pigment of the green on my lid. So I was a little bit annoyed about that because it looked like so good after I did my liner the first time. But I was like, I needed to put on a little bit on the crease because this color was transferring a little bit. That's the thing that's like annoying about Makeup Geek shadows, is that they will transfer to the crease, and now it just looks like I have like green there. But I like how it looks now. Hopefully it doesn't like wear off later, because I'm planning on shooting my favorites video tonight, because I kind of have to, because I need to get it up by like tomorrow. And my mom is working tonight, so I should be able to have time to shoot it tonight. So anyway, then I went in on the lid with the Makeup Geek foiled shadows in Jester and Typhoon. Typhoon's one of the dual chromes, so I just mixed the two together, and I really like how they look. And then for the brow bone, I went in with Vanilla Bean like usual. Then I primed the lashes with the Lancome Steels XL Booster Primer, and then went over them with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. And I forgot to say, I lined my eyes with the Stylist Day All Day eyeliner in the shade Black. Then I concealed and highlighted under my eyes with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Concealer and the MAC Prep and Prime, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder that never changes basically ever. Then I lined the waterline with the ColourPop Gel Liner in the shade Fastlane, and then I went in with the MAC Kind of Play Cake Black Lash. I really like this liner underneath when I wear green, because it's like a teal green kind of color, so it looks like less harsh than black does. I haven't really been into black liner on the waterline recently. I've been trying to keep it more of like a summery glow look, and I haven't been trying to do as much eye makeup. Like, I know last week and the week before I was like really into like really colorful looks, but now like this week I'm kind of toning it down a little bit more, even though I just did like a colorful look like on Monday. But now I was just like, when I hang out with my boyfriend, he doesn't like me wearing too much makeup. He doesn't really like it at all, but I was just trying to keep it a little bit more, like, not as crazy on my eyes today, and I like how green and orange looks. They, like, are really nice complementary colors. And then I went in with Charmed by Makeup Geek on the inner corner, so that's it for the eyes. Then I bronzed up the skin with the Too Faced Sweethearts bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea. And then I went in with the Becca Jaclyn Hill face palette today. I used the shade Amaretto as my blush. I forgot how much I love this blush. I haven't used it in like a couple weeks, because when I first got it, I used it like 3 or 4 days in a row because I loved it, and I used like the highlighters like a week for a full week when I got it, because I just love them so much. But I've been trying to use my other blushes lately, but I went back to this today. It's just so pretty. It's like so super natural, and it's just like perfect for the summertime. It's so beautiful, because that's when you want to wear like less makeup on your face. Like, the foundation, I've been trying to wear like lighter coverage foundations because I think it just looks so good for the summertime. Even though I've been wearing the Josie Maran one a lot, it just looks like skin, so that's why I've been really liking that one too. Then I highlighted with, of course, the face palette, and I used Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop like usual. It's just so beautiful. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, and then I set everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filled in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer and Caramel, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Then I primed my lips with the Bite Beauty Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip Liner in the shade 1C. Honestly, I love these lip liners so much. I kind of feel like I need more, but I just hate spending $20 on lip liners and lip glosses. I mean, I just bought those Dior lip glosses, and those were like so expensive, but I still cannot justify spending that much money on lip products like that. I don't know why. Like, it's basically, they're like the only thing I have a problem spending that much money on, and like single eyeshadows, because the only time I spend like a lot of money on single eyeshadows is if they're like the Kat Von D Metal Crush ones, because those ones are awesome. And I feel like I kind of want to pick up some more colors for like the summertime, so I might get a couple more of those, because I actually really need like a good like blue shade, like a periwinkle blue or something. So I might get some like colorful eyeshadows at some point, maybe some from ColourPop instead, because those are like super cheap. And then anyway, I filled in the lips with the Manny MUA Ultra Liquid Lipstick in the shade Aries because I've been trying to use more of my like newer lipsticks recently. I have so many. But yeah, I really like how this looks because it's a really beautiful like peachy nude kind of color. And that is it. So bad. Okay, so hi. So I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. It looks like my concealer is a little bit off. I'm sorry. I think that's my highlight actually. So it actually looks normal up close, but a little bit further away it looks like my concealer is not blended, but it's the highlighter. So yeah, anyway, I did go out to meet my best friend today. I haven't seen her in a while, so I finally just did go out to her. And it was like pouring rain by the time we were like done seeing each other. And now it's like pouring rain again and it's like thundering and there's like lightning and stuff. And I hate thunder, so if I like start like shuddering a little bit, that's why, because like I hate the sound of thunder. It like drives me crazy. So yeah, so anyway, I decided to do a pink look today because I really wanted to wear this lipstick. This is a new lipstick, but this is actually one that I really, really needed, and I got a different lipstick and returned the Anastasia Rio one because I did haul that in my last Sephora haul, but I didn't end up liking it, so I got a different liquid lipstick instead, but I'll tell you my thoughts on this one too. And my YouTube notifications aren't even loading right now. That's annoying. Anyway, so I prime my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. Then I went in with the Josie Maran Argan Oil Foundation Fluid Foundation in the color RG5 and the Becca Sherman Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. Then I concealed and highlighted with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Light Warm and the MAC Pepper Prime Radiant Rose. And then I set that with the MAC Merlot Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Oopsie, sorry. I'm just reading comments right now.
New York Times Critics Pick.
Damn, so loud. Sorry. I should have just muted it. I'm an idiot. So anyway, I prime my eyes with the Smashbox Photo Finish 24-hour primer, and then went over that with the same MAC powder. Then I went in with two Makeup Geek shadows on the crease. I went in with Cupcake and Simply Marlena. And then I went in with ColourPop's Slave to Pink Super Shock Shadow. It's just so pretty. I've been loving to use it with pink looks, and I just love that ColourPop shadows the pigment will stay basically all day and you won't have to worry about it transferring. So that's the difference between those and the foiled eyeshadow. So that's why I love using those for like looks that I want to wear like all day out. And then I went in with Vanilla Bean on the brow bone. Then I lined my eyes with the Stila Stay All Day eyeliner in the shade Black, and then I went in with the Lancome Cils XL Booster Primer, and then went over that with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. Then I concealed and highlighted under my eyes with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer and the MAC Pepper Prime, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Running Powder. Then I went in with the ColourPop Gel Liner in the shade Boots, and then I went in with the MAC Extended Bake Like a Black Lash, and then I highlighted the inner corners with Makeup Geek's Foiled Shadow in Whimsical. Then I kind of forgot to bronze up my skin, so there might not be that much bronzer left over because I just went in straight in with blush, and it just looks like a little bit blotchy, but whatever. I'm taking it off anyway. I don't really care. So I went in with the Too Faced Sweet Tea Sweetheart bronzer because I forgot to bronze first, and I went in with blush first. So I went in with the bronzer after. I don't know why it's taking me so long to say. So I did that, and then I went in with the Becca Luminous Blush in the shade Camellia. I didn't really get a lot of sleep last night, so that's why I'm like stumbling right now. And then I highlighted with the Cover FX Enhancer Drops in the shade Celestial, and then went over them with the Tarte Skin Twinkle Lighting Palette in the shade Moonlight. so pretty, and the cover effects just add such a really beautiful, intense glow. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder, and then I set everything with the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filtered my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Caramel, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Then I primed my lips with the Bite Beauty Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Side On Pencil in Obsessed. And then I filled them in with a new Stila Liquid Lipstick that I got. And this one is in the shade Bella. And this is like a really pretty hot pink color. And so far I really do like it. I just feel like I had to layer it a lot and it started peeling because I tried to put a gloss on top of it and it just wasn't working, and I ended up like flaking it off because of that. So next time I'm just going to go in straight with the lipstick and nothing else, because it looked fine before I put the lip gloss on top and it looked totally fine, but I needed to stop messing with it with a gloss. Now it looks okay, obviously, but it took me like forever to get to this point because it always looks good like by the time I get home. But yeah, I was like adjusting it the whole time I was like on the way to see my friend, like driving and stuff. It was so annoying. But yeah, that's it. Bye. Okay, so hi, so I just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. I did work earlier this morning, and then I decided to just throw on a red lip after work because I am going to see my boyfriend. I just kept on the same eyeshadow because I love neutral eyeshadow with red lips. I think it's like the prettiest thing ever. So I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Stila One Step Corrector. Then I went in with the, it's so annoying because I can't find my blazer that I want to wear today, and I'm wearing like this really cute dress because I think we're going to go out to dinner in like Brooklyn or something. I think we're going to go try this crepes place is what I'm thinking we're doing. I know we're going to go out to eat, I just don't know where. Then I went in with the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation in the color 2, and the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Liquid. I know this is really ghetto, but like I couldn't keep it together any other way. I don't know, it's like retarded looking, but whatever. In Champagne Pop. Then I concealed and highlighted with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color Fair and the MAC Prep and Prime Radiant Rose, and then I set that with the MAC Merlot Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer, and then went over that with the same MAC powder, and then I went in with Makeup Geek Speeches and Cream, and then I went in with all MAC shadows today. I used sorry, I'm just making sure I have money. I used soft brown in the crease, and I darkened up the crease more with Mulch. Then I used brown down on the outer corners, and then I went in with all that glitters on the lid, and then I went in with Blanc Type on the brow bone. Then I lined my eyes with the Stila Stay All Day eyeliner in the shade Black, and then I went in with the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara on the top. Then I concealed and highlighted with the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and the MAC Prep and Prime, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Sticker Brightening Powder. Then I smudged soft brown on the lower lash line, and then went in with the MAC Cineplegic Black Lash, and then highlighted the inner corners with MAC's Nylon. Then, why is like nothing in this bag today? Did I like take everything out of it? I don't know. Then I went in with the Too Faced the Marc Jacobs Instamark Dreamer Filter to bronze up the skin. Then I went in with MAC's blushes in Margin and Harmony, but I actually went in with another blush over it just to make it a little bit more corally. So I went in with Spring Sheen after work. I know that's like a little bit ridiculous, but I'm wearing like 3 MAC blushes today. Then I highlighted with MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Soft and Gentle, and then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I set everything with the Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filled in my brows with the Chanel Brow Pencil with the Anastasia Brow Definer, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Then I primed my lips with the Bite Beauty Lip Primer, and then I lined them with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Bossy, and then I filled them in with the MAC Retro Matte Lipstick in the shade Ruby Woo. I love this lipstick so freaking much. It's beautiful. I wore MAC's Among the Fireflies to work this morning, so I wanted to wear a couple MAC lipsticks today, and I gotta go. Bye! And I lined it with MAC's Subculture Lip Liner for Among the Fireflies, and that's it. Bye! Okay, so hi, so just wanted to tell you about my makeup look for today. It was just, I just worked tonight because it's Sundays and I usually just work. So I went in with mostly Too Faced products today because I wanted to do a Too Faced look. So I primed my face with the Smashbox Primer Water and the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizers in the Smoothing Primer and the Nourishing Primer on my nose. Then I went in with a foundation, and I can't talk. Then I went in with a, oh my God, why can't I talk? Then I went in with a foundation that I haven't used in a while, which is the Dior Air Flash Spray Foundation in the color Ivory. And oh my God, I'm like obsessed with this again. I finally found a way that I can apply it correctly because I mean, I used to like apply it just fine, but all I did was just spray it directly on my face and buff it out with my beauty blender, and it looked so good. I was like, I'm like back in love with this foundation, so I might use it again tomorrow too. It just looks so beautiful and natural. I'm obsessed, like obsessed with it. It's so pretty. But I had said before that like the packaging was faulty on mine and like the sprayer keeps on getting clogged, so that's why I decided to just spray it directly on my face rather than on a brush, because I know most people say to put it on a brush, but I like just spray it directly on my face now, and it works so well. So that's what I did, and then I just put a little bit of Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop, and I just dotted it where the foundation was and buffed that in too, and it looks so good. So I'm obsessed. Then I concealed and highlighted with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in Light Warm and the MAC Prep and Primer Radiant Rose, and then I set my face with the MAC Relay Skin Finish Natural in the shade Medium. Then I primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-Hour Primer and then went over that with the same MAC powder. And then I went in with Makeup Geeks Peaches and Cream, and then I went in with the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette today. I used Summer Yum on the crease, and I darkened up the crease more with... No, I used a different color. Oh my God, I can never remember what that damn color is called. I'm always drawing a blank on what the other matte crease shade is. I don't know why I can't remember that damn... Puree. Then I went in with Summer Yum. Then I went in with Charmed I'm Sure on the outer corners. And then I went in with Luscious on the lid, which is my favorite color from the palette. And then I went in with White Peach on the brow bone. Then I went in with the Stylist Day All Day eyeliner in the shade Dark Brown. And then I went in with the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara because that's my favorite mascara right now. It's just so pretty. I probably should have lined my eyes again, but honestly I don't care because I'm going to be taking it off and I need to go eat because I'm hungry. Then I concealed and highlighted under my eyes with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer and the MAC Prep and Prime, and then I set that with the Laura Mercier Secret Blending Powder. Then I smudged Puree on the lower lash line, and then I went in with the ColourPop Gel Liner in the shade Honeydew, and then I highlighted the inner corners with Nectar, and then I went in with the MAC Second Plate Black Lash. Then I bronzed up the skin with the Too Faced Sweethearts Bronzer in the shade Sweet Tea, and then I went in with the Too Faced Perfect Flush, the Love Flush Blush or whatever, Perfect Love Flush Blush or something. The Sweetheart Blushes. The Sweetheart Love Flush. Oh my God, I can't talk. The Sweethearts Blush in the shade Sparkling Bellini. I'm like retarded tonight. I'm like tongue twisted. And then I highlighted with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Press in the shade Champagne Pop. And then I went over everything with the Hourglass Ethereal Light Powder. Then I set everything with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Then I filled in my brows with the Anastasia Brow Definer in Caramel, and then set that with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Then I primed my lips with the Bite Beauty Lip Primer. Then I lined them with the Makeup Forever Aqua Lip Liner in the shade 1C. And then I filled them in with the Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick in the shade Sellout because I wanted to do a Too Faced lip as well. Bye!